Hi guys, so this week my recipe is for chocolate banana bread. Okay, now I know that a lot of children don't like to eat a lot of fruit, but they do like cake, and this is a really good way of getting bananas, which are a really good source of potassium for children, into a cake, and they won't even notice that they're eating it. Okay, it's a chocolate banana cake. I've made banana bread before and Ben loves it, but George says it tastes too banana-y. So I tweaked it a little bit and now it's a chocolate banana one. It's less noticeable. There are chocolate chips in it, and so he feels like he's gaining something by having this as his cake. Okay, very, very easy to make, and you can use up all the bananas that go brown and a bit yucky looking in the fruit bowl, but you don't need to throw them away. If they start going brown but you're not ready to make banana bread, or you don't feel like you've got all the ingredients in or whatever, then you can stick them in the freezer as they are, and just lift them out to defrost them, ready for the recipe. Okay, so you need 3 ripe bananas, and you want to mash them up till they're all soft and squidgy and gloopy looking like this. Okay, they're going in the bowl first. Okay, nice noise for them. Okay, and then you're going to mix them with 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. So I've already melted that ready. So the melted butter is going in there too. My mushed up bananas, and then also you are putting in some brown sugar. It can be light brown or dark brown sugar, it doesn't matter, and you want 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. That goes in too. Okay, with my fork I'm just going to give that a little mix about. Don't want any lumps of sugar, so you're going to give that a good mix. The melted butter will still be a little bit warm, so that will help, but if you feel any lumps in the sugar, give them a little squish against the side so that you don't get like little sugar pockets in your banana bread. Okay, it will still look lumpy and it'll still look a bit gross because of the bananas, but that's right, it should look like that. Okay, so that's mixed together. Okay, and then you're going to add 1 beaten egg, 1 large egg, and give it a beat up, whisk it with your fork or a little mini whisk or whatever you've got. So the egg goes in now. This is just all your wet ingredients going in together first. Okay, your egg goes in. Okay, and then you want a little bit of vanilla. Okay, a little bit of vanilla essence, vanilla flavouring, whatever kind of vanilla stuff you've got. And you will need a little bit of this. You just need a teaspoon. Okay, so little measuring spoons if you've got them. Usually come in Christmas crackers. You get plastic ones in Christmas crackers, don't you? Okay, so you want a teaspoon then of vanilla to go in. A little bit of flavour going in there. Okay, give that a little whisk up again. Okay, so that's all my wet ingredients there. All sloppy. Okay, well that's right. Okay, and then you want another bowl, another big bowl, because you want to put all your dry ingredients in together now. Okay, and in your dry ingredients you want plain flour. Okay, just plain flour, and you need 1 1/4 cups. Okay, these are my measuring cups, but if you haven't got measuring cups, there's loads of conversion stuff online to be able to convert cups, which tend to be like an American measurement. You can change the cups then into grams and millilitres and all that kind of stuff. Okay, if you haven't got measuring cups. Okay, so you want 1 1/4 cups of flour. That goes in. Okay, and then you also want some cocoa powder. That's just 1/4 cup. Okay, and that goes. And you also want a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of flavour. Cinnamon's lovely with banana as well. You just want 1/4 teaspoon, so your smallest one on here. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Take the lid off, it's going to be easier to get in there. Okay, so your smallest one, level, 1/4 one of cinnamon. Okay, and the one thing I forgot to lift out, baking soda. Okay, we want 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, bicarbonate of soda, I should say. American recipe they'll call it baking soda, but bicarbonate soda. Okay, that one you want. Okay, let's just check the conversion for it. Soda. Okay, and we just need 1 teaspoon. Okay, 1 teaspoon, there it is. And in that goes. That's all my dry ones then, in one thing. Okay, and we're going to give them a little mix together. So at the moment they're all kind of separate. I'm going to give them a little stir and a mix together so that the cocoa is all incorporated. Okay, and well mixed round. So your cinnamon's in there. You can use other seasoning if you want like that. You can use allspice or something else. If you can leave the cinnamon out if you're not a big fan of cinnamon, but it is really nice with the banana. Okay, so you want it all mixed together like that. Okay, then you're going to mix or add either the wet mixture to the dry or the dry mixture to the wet, depending on which way around your bowls are. Okay, my dry mixture bowl is bigger, so my wet mixture is going to go into that one. Okay, in it goes. Okay, there we go. So let's give this a mix. And while I'm mixing this, okay, my oven is already on, warming to 175 degrees. Okay, and I have already lined my baking tin. Okay, I say I've lined, I've cheated. Go to Home Bargains, you can buy these paper ones that are already done to the right size, so you don't have to cut and faff around with your baking parchment, which makes life a lot easier. Okay, if you do like to cut and faff, then that's fine, you can do that. Okay, there we go, so it's all coming together now. And a kind of gloopy mix. Okay, keep stirring until you can't see any remnants of your dry mixture left. You don't want any little pockets of flour or cocoa, because then that bit of the cake then will be really dry. Okay, just look a bit like this. Don't let it tip out. Okay, smells good, smells chocolatey. Doesn't smell massively banana-y. If you've got kids that you know will just go, oh, I don't like bananas. Okay, the chocolate I think is going to take over. You might just get a little bit of fruit in there for them. Okay, then you need chocolate chips. Okay, now the original recipe says dark chocolate chips, which I like, and George has eaten all them. I've also got white chocolate chips, and white chocolate chips show up really good when you make a chocolate cake anyway, so that's fine. But any coloured chocolate chips, you can get dark, milk and white. Mixture of all three, if you've got little remnants of the bags open. About half, if you want to add more that's fine, it's your cake. So we're going to throw our chocolate chips in. Okay, and then we're going to give them another stir. Okay, looking slightly less healthy now with all the chocolate chips and stuff in it. Okay, then this batter needs to be poured into your tin. Okay, get my scraper so I don't leave any behind. Okay, this is my pancake batter jug, which makes it easy to pour out of. Okay, and spread it out as evenly as you can. Messy. Don't leave any behind, so use your scraper to get the bits out of your spoon. Okay, and there's loads left in the bowl there, so let's get all that out too. Okay, scraping all that last bit out. Okay, I'm just going to give it a little poke about because I don't just want to spread it out as evenly as I can. Okay. There we go. That's it. All in the tin, ready to go in the oven. So I'm going to stick it in the oven for 1 hour. Okay, got the timer on for 1 hour. And then we're ready to tidy up. Okay, so very easy. So mashed up bananas, flour, melted butter, sugar, chocolate. If anybody wants to have a go and they couldn't follow all the measurements or they want me to write it down for them, I can just let me know. I'm going to put this on Twitter and then people can follow along, and then if they're not sure I will also retweet the recipe with the exact quantities and that kind of thing on. But very easy to make, very, very easy to make. And now I can sit back, have a cup of tea, wait for it to cook, and hopefully the finished product looks good and tastes good, and I should put a picture of it on Twitter with the finished product. Okay, take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you back at school soon.